Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Destur ya Seyyid-i Medet. La havle la kuvvete illa billahil azim. Tarikatın asfafa hayrun fi cemiya.
We ask the heavenly power stations, the friends of God, the saints, for their support and help. May they give us what we actually need. And what the Lord of all souls and the Lord of our souls, what He wants from us, that He asks of us, that we shall see through this world of lies and worlds of hallucinations and Fata Morganas, Mother Morganas, those illusions, that we, as we are living inside of this world, that we are looking for the truth. Because the human being in its body, the human body, the human opens his eyes in this world to a world of lies, and so try to get out of it if you can. So what is a labyrinth? What is this?
Wenn der Gesandte des Himmels und wenn eine spirituelle Autorität.
And if the Prophet ﷺ, the messenger of God, and if there is a spiritual authority amongst you, don't raise your voice, he told us. So be careful.
Religion, der Weg der Religion, der Weg des Herrn ist der Weg des Respektes.
Religion and the path of the religion and the path of the Lord is the path of respect, of showing respect. The human being in his body.
Der Mensch im Körper.
They open the eyes to a labyrinth of lies. And wherever you look, you see a door, and then they run their head into the wall. And if you run into the walls over and over again, you start to get bombs of disappointments all over your head, again and again. And you got deceived that door, and then you get disappointed. May Allah show us the path of truth. And there's only one door to the truth, only one door that opens towards that truth. And that is our task on earth, to look for the truth. So where can you find that truth? Is it right, to your left, and to your back, in the front, or up or down below? In neither of those 6 directions you will find it. Neither of those 6 directions, wherever you're going to look, you will find it. You won't find it. The truth can only be seen by the eyes of the heart, can only be heard with the heart's ears, can only be with a pure mind. You can only get to the door. You need your mind to get to that door. And even that is so hard for the human beings to use their mind and to use logic. And the one amongst you who got most among to their senses. What we mean is the one who uses his mind most properly. That doesn't have a religion, doesn't follow a religion. They will admit there has to be something, yes. Well, that sounds mindful. But you don't want to get bound to just one name, to one person, and to one personality, or to one... Why? Because you are afraid to surrender yourself to that, because your ego is so high, and the ego doesn't want to surrender to anyone, but surrenders to its own gut feelings, its pains, its sufferings, its desires, its yearning, its lust, its whisperings, its wishes, and its needs, the hunger, thirst, and illness, health even. Because the human is weak. They pretend to be all might and powerful, but they are weak actually. And Allah says in the Holy Book, and if you are rebellious and spiteful towards me, I will test you and remind you of your weaknesses by making you suffer a little bit with pain, with emotions, with being sick of love, and this and that, with hunger and thirst, illness, insomnia, depression, aggression, trauma, drama, tragedy. In a way that you shall never find by anyone or through anyone get any help. And then finally you will look for me. And if there is a God, shall he stand by my side? You will say. I remind you with your weaknesses, with your needs. And if somebody is in need, there is no God. They cannot be strong. They are not great. And they cannot be superior, because I'm going to push down that superiority, their ignorance, arrogance, and I make it small. And I will just make them flat as a tire. And they will have to crawl on their 4 legs. And they will have to beg for help and plead you. And I will make you small, and I will make you so tiny as small if you try to make yourself so great. I know how to make you teeny tiny bit. That's why look for the truth and say, you say it this way and this way, so what is it anyway? So look for the truth. Where's the truth? Where can you find it? The truth is hidden inside the labyrinth of lies. So where's that labyrinth? Inside of you. You are the labyrinth. You are the labyrinth. And inside of your labyrinth, you have to go and look. You won't find it in any of those 6 directions, but you can find it inside of you. So go inside. And maybe you are successful, but if you are traveling in the outside world, you need a guidance, right? A map, Sheikh. No, that used to be. Now there is navigational systems. What is that? As human beings got lazy. They follow heavenly guidance. Oh my goodness. Heavenly guidance. What kind of navigation is that? It's heavenly guidance. I thought you don't believe in heavenly guidance, but yes, in this one I believe. He can talk. He talks in our language, and that is also you can choose in a female or male voice. And what about dog voice? You can have the Chinese do it, but no, we don't. They say how and meow. So in the outside world, in the materialistic world, we need guidance. And we need to ask if you don't know the way. If you're going on a travel, trying to get from A to B, we have to ask, as we didn't get there yet. And if we don't have anyone, we need a map to look on top of it. But there has to be a map before that. There has to be a map. It has been already given. And then you can look at it and say, yes, yes, oh, I need to be able to read that map. And you need to know how to read a map, which is a talent of its own. But now everything's got easier. We've got navigational system. What is that? It's like a heavenly, like from up above, there's a voice coming and talking to you. Like you go exit, entrance, exit, wrong way, right way. It's telling you. And it's completely normal that you follow an unknown voice that you never heard or never seen or never learned who they were, but you follow them, right? My mind, yes, where is your mind? I'm an atheist, okay, understood. And an atheist has a mind and doesn't need any guidance, but you follow that map. You follow someone that you ask for a way, and you follow their recommendation. You follow a voice from up above, which is a navigation system. So where is your mind then? Well, I'm going to leave it for later. I will keep it for later, yes. And again. It will never be, it's never being used. Oh my God, new mind, never been used before. So a mind that's had never been used, okay, won't find anyone, no buyer, at any bazaar. In opposite to other things that we have. Everything shall be new and never been used and never been taken off the package by the mind. It's never been unpacked. It's already a new state. And it's never been used before. Nobody wants that. I don't need any guidance. Neither from above, nor from right or left. I have got my own mind. Well then, show me your mind. Have you ever really got to know it? Did you have a sip of coffee with it? A sip of tea with it? Did you have a chit-chat while having coffee? It's chit-chat. Did you ever have a chit-chat over a cup of coffee? No, you didn't. You say you've got a mind, but your mind says, well, I've never had anything to do with that person. Oh my goodness. If you could only listen to it. The mind says, tells you, you can't hear it. I never had anything to do with you. You claim that you have a mind. But we never worked together. The mind, on the last judgment day, the mind will also be angry about you and complain. You gave me, O Lord, to this person to be used, but he didn't. He didn't use for anything at all. In the outside world, yes, he was on a travel and you need guidance. That is a given. And it's clear as day. And this is a fact, actually. Nobody can say anything against that. You need guidance. Because you cannot know everything. That's why you need to ask. Because you cannot know everything. but were born as an all-knower.
Das ist Fakt.
You have to ask and learn from others. You are always in need of somebody else to guide you. Someone else of you in need of someone else who knows a little bit more than you do. That's like in the outside world. But what about the world inside of you? That is the journey to travel outside. That's just an exercise for you to understand this travel inside of you, to get out of that labyrinth of yours. Yet you can only get out of that labyrinth of lies if you go onto a journey inside and are looking for an opening, because the opening cannot be found in the outside world. The opening to the truth can only be found in the inside world, in your inner world. And the devil is laughing to itself. No Karls or Marx or Freud or Jung, they are biting their tongues that they didn't think of anything like that. Because they claim to have a mind that they used, but they never did. They were only philosophizing. And philosophizing has nothing to do with using your mind. And we need a guidance for the travel inside, for that travel we do inside, and it's more complicated than ever. And it's harder, but it's also the shorter way to get to the truth. Realize yourself, the Lord says. And He is actually showing us the way. He gives us a hint. So, by recognizing yourself, you recognize me. Who are you? Like, who are you that says, recognize yourself? But only if you recognize yourself. He says, I am the truth, He said. There's only the truth and nothing else. There's only me or nothing else. So who are you then? He doesn't say, I am the energy. The energy is His power. I am the one that uses that power. Energy doesn't use me. I use the energy. I use it for my own means. I'm thirsty. So what was your name, brother? I'm thirsty. I want to drink that water. And for that, I need to lift that glass first. And I need to put in some energy to lift it up. That is energy itself. Then I have to get it to my mouth. And that's also takes energy to take. And that's also for me to put it back down. So for me to use something with it, I need power. And that power is mine. That energy is mine. And I am the Lord of that energy. And I use it as I wish to use it. And this is energy. I am the user of the power. And the power or energy comes out of me. I am the source of energy. The sun above gives you light. So is any ray of light, are they independent? Any sun ray needs the source, which is the sun. And once the sun takes away its energy, there will be no light or rays of light. That is for your logic and mind. May the Lord never leave us without any guidance and without our mind. Those who claim, I have my mind, they have to prove that they actually have a mind and that they actually use their mind and that they use that logic. And they can only prove that by recognizing the truth. I am weak. He who created me as nothing comes from nothing. He is powerful, great. I am small. Those who recognize themselves, those who realize their smallness and their weakness and their neediness, recognize his superiority and standing above all, that understood something that is standing above all of it. That created me. Like every human being and every soul are just like those sun rays. They will go back to the sun. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. From me you come and you will come back to me. And when someone is dying, my brother, we are reciting this holy verse. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And from him we are coming and we will go back to him. Just like the rays of the sun. They give light when they hit something, they take some light, they give some life, and then they get being drawn back. And once they're drawn back, everything lies dead again. And everything is quiet and everything, there's nothing. Once everything the sun rays have left, everything will be down and dead. Just like what a human being is. As long as there's a ray of light inside of us, the soul, and once it's being taken above, then that switch off, your body will fall and turn into a cadaver. Oh, you people, this is the fascination of the hallucination of this world, of this materialistic life. Everything beautiful. Is it really beautiful? Is it only about what the outer is about? Don't get disappointed once you open that outer shell and there is nothing inside. A shell with no feeling inside has no meaning. I gave you a present. Oh, it's so nicely wrapped up in a package. And with a bow on top. Really beautifully packed with red and yellow ribbons, and so huge even, and it's all glittery and shiny, and something really, really nice has to be inside of it. And then you unpack it, zip, 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 and all the bows are gone, and then you open everything and nothing inside. What kind of shiny thing was that? What kind of present with no feeling inside? Then you are being so disappointed then. I saw many people that if you gave them a present, after they open it, you're gonna wish you never had given anything. They were so disappointed and turned so aggressive and were so sad and were even insulted and would rather be dead than having ever been done that. And it would be better just to never have given them any present. Just give them a kiss on the cheek and that's it. And that disappointment is so bad. It's even traumatizing people. It's like a traumatizing, like in a dream. So it's just the shell. And a family wanted to visit us, but then they changed their mind. Oh, let's rather go visit a more beautiful place than the Sheikh. Let's go to the Switzerland, the mountains, the lakes, the sky. And they only wanted to spend an hour over there, but they spent a week here, but then they just came here for an hour. So they switched it all up. And how was it? It was so beautiful, but is it still? Can you hold on to that beauty? Can you hold on and keep it tight? No, now everything is dark. Is it still so beautiful? Can you see the mountain ranges? Can you see the sky? The lake? Everything has faded away in darkness. But the Sheikh is still standing right there in front of you, so nicely. This is the fascination of the hallucination. Don't look for, like, why are you going for a treasure hunt? Or for the hunt for a treasure chest? We heard there is a treasure chest. It's hidden somewhere. And we take everything into account, even put our own lives into it, even if it were to cost our life, even if it means our life. We'll just risk it all and go through that jungle. A jungle that has never seen a machete, has never seen an axe, was never being chopped down, like where there no soul has ever entered, no human has ever entered. So why do you go over on a hunt for a treasure box? Is it about the treasure box? So about the content. The content is the treasure. My treasure, you call it my treasure. Is it about the treasure box or about the treasure that is inside of that box? Everything that you see in this materialistic world, that you will be, that you see as some kind of beauty, is a treasure box of the materialistic world, but without any treasure inside of it. It's just a disappointment and a lie. And it's being said in the Holy Quran. The Lord has told us 1,500 years ago, and already told us, oh, you people, don't get deceived by this materialistic world. It's just play, joy, intrigues, and disappointment to you. It is just like water in your hand and will disappear, isn't it? As you can never hold on to water in your hands, no matter how tight you squeeze it. This is materialistic life, and that I once was as truthful, useful as you were. You can never believe it, but it was true. It is true. It was true. If it was true, or if it were true, I would be still useful, right? Was I young? Like, was in the sense of being truthful? Was I truly truthful, youthful, or then I should be truly still useful, because the truth is absolute, 100%, and it's not relatively. The human and the being of the human on this world is relatively. And now we listen to some physicalities, the laws of physicalities. And we spoke to you with terms of physicalities. So what is the true human being on life? Life on this world? Relatively. And that's what we all count on and build upon. All of our capture of life that is so tiny, and we waste it into something that is relatively gone. Relatively means you cannot hold on to it. You cannot hold on to that capital you already have, because you spend it no matter what. And then an emptiness will come, and you will open that treasure box and nothing is inside it. But it was so beautifully done, this treasure box. And we were hunting and looking for it for years and years, and we yearned for that years and years. And then finally we thought we have that treasure box. We found it, that the beautiful Switzerland, the mountain ranges, lakes and sky, and then we opened that treasure box, but nothing inside. What a disappointment. So what does that disappointment bring you? It's like a dream, but more turned into traumatizing aggressions, depressions, epilepsy, melancholy, and so on and so on. And no psychiatrist can ever help you. No psychiatrist can help you, because most of them are atheists. And a psychiatrist, a true psychiatrist, if you're only connected to the Lord and have good relationship with Him, because the soul is from Him. The soul is an unknown source of energy, an unknown being, and no atheist will ever enter. It only belongs to the Creator, and therefore you have to accept the Creator first. You cannot go. Like in clinics or when you go into an operation center, it's always written outside, unauthorized personnel, no allowed to enter, only authorized personnel. That's the area where surgical field where you are allowed to. And if you don't believe in God, you are unauthorized, and you can never enter into the world of the souls. So what are you now? Psychiatrist. So you are a psychiatrist that doesn't believe in God and still call it soul? What a dilemma. The soul, that is a spiritual term. A soul. What is that? They should describe it to me on a scientific basis. They cannot. Soul, what is that? They cannot describe it. The soul is absolute. And the science is just relative. The psychiatrist as well. And they just get stuck. And they get to the door if they can. But they can never enter through that, as they are unauthorized personnel. Don't get disappointed by an empty treasure box. And all this world in this, with all its beauties in this world, and all these beautiful images that just seduce you and kidnap you and let you fall into an abyss of disappointments. And others warning us. This one small sentence, this life on earth, on world, is only made of hallucinations, lies, play, and madness. So don't fall into it. And he's giving us a good recommendation. And you're looking everywhere for the truth, but here it is already. So, in just one short sentence, you already described it, what this life on earth is. Our sister went into the beautiful side of Switzerland, Ascona, Toscana. Everything was so beautiful. And then, did you bring anything with you? We still have it in our memories. But then in a few days, all we're gone. All the beauty. Where is all the beauty gone? It all just faded away. Everything that you cannot hold on to, it's gone. And it turns into disappointment. So look for something that you can hold on to still. And Allah says, hold on to the rope of God. Hold on to that rope of God. It's not slick. And it's, you can hold on to it tight. So never wish for anybody else to keep on slipping and like break a leg, break a neck. Like for 50 years, I'm still trying to understand that logic. Why do you wish somebody to break a leg and break a neck? Like, why do they always say that? Is that
die deutsche Logik. Guten Rutsch, Hals- und Beinbruch. Und das sagen sie immer im Winter. Was für ein Liebeswunsch, ne? Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, Allahu, Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu ve tühda ileyh memerre leyali ve tulet devam. Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu ve tühda ileyh memerreyali ve tulet devam. Allahu, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, Allahu, Allah. Only one Sultan. So viele Leute gehen nach Indien.
So many people go to India.
Wir geben
There's
ein
so
Beispiel
many
von Indien.
tourists.
Warum gehen so viele
And we're going to give you an example about what it is like in India.
insbesondere aus Europa,
Like, why are there
West-
so many tourists going to
West-
India?
Western
And especially from Europe,
Warum
those
suchen wir? Das
Westerners.
ist ein Land, dreckigste Land überhaupt.
Like, why? What are they looking for? And India is one of the most purest countries there is, and it seems like a country that's 100 years behind. Like, what do those tourists want there? What kind of tourists are they? Most of those tourists are, like, from 100%, 90% of them are there for a spiritual reason. They are looking for some kind of spirituality. Because of their spiritual search, they are in India.
Die suchen eine Spiritualität.
And then I ask myself,
Die sind wegen spiritueller Suche in Indien.
what attracts them? What is that
Dann habe ich mich gefragt.
calls them close? Those are the saints. They call them gurus and this and that, but the gurus, for them, for the Indian, for those from India, from those laypersons, spiritual layperson, those looking spiritually, gurus are like the awliyas, the wali. In German we call it, and a guru is also a saint, and it's also an Indian term for that. So they're looking for saints. Who are those saints? Saints are about whom you believe that they are connected to the Lord, the Creator, and that they have the light of the Lord, and they are the bearers of light of God on earth. And they are the bridges between the normal people and the Lord. They can actually mediate between those. And they are looking for those. And I told them. ask him, who are they in your eyes? Well, that's what they are, saints. No. What you're looking for are actually pearls of God. They are the true jewels, the saints. And the saints cannot be found in beautiful countries, in beautiful landscapes. A true treasure can only be found in ruins, underneath ruins, in the midst. In the city of Manhattan you won't find, or in the middle of Berlin you won't find it. A treasure is always hidden somewhere where you don't think you would find it. In a desert, for example. Underneath a cactus, for example. Not in a rose garden. And that's how they say, those people that are looking on that are on a spiritual path, as they are on a treasure, on the hunt for the treasure, on the hunt for the pearl, they don't care to go into a country where that is so dirty, that is so dirt poor even. And then you'd rather like to go to Switzerland, right? But you will never look for the saints in Switzerland. The true treasures on earth are the saints, the friends of God. Those are the true treasures. And that is the filling of the shell. If you're looking for the filling inside of this materialistic shell, these are the bridges to the Lord. These are His friends that are in His name, are giving, passing on the lights from the sun. Those are the life senders of God, and they are the guides of God, and they help you to guide you into your travel inside. As you go inside of an atom, and then greatness opens. And the true treasures are the saints. And that is why without those saints, without a spiritual, but are only looking for the materialistic treasures, materialistic and sparks, and only running after that, they only will be disappointed. Take spirituality with you so that your desert shall turn into a paradise. If you don't take spirituality with you, any paradise will turn into a desert, and then disappointment comes. Just like those humans that are suffering of hallucination. They can see oceans inside of the desert. They see valleys, oases, and they're trying to dive into those oceans inside of those hallucinations, Fata Morganas in the desert. But yes, may Allah let us be together with His friends, that we shall not leave this world with empty hands, and that we shall look for this treasure that we are about to look for, that we actually found it. And these are the light bearers of God that shall guide us from here, from a world that is ending, that's finite, shall bring us into a world that is infinite.
Von einer vergänglicher Welt in die Ewigkeit bringen können. Hürmet al-Habib Fatiha.